the fan base, for those that watch the Boxers Trainers channel, welcome back to the channel. Look, this wasn't a situation where I created a bunch of information in regards to doing a podcast. I normally do a lot of pre-show work before I come on to make sure that everything's in place and the people that are viewing the podcast are satisfied with the content. That is my primary objective every time I come on. But after the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight last night, right? I was overwhelmed with emotions in regards to boxing, right? And as I explained in the last podcast, it is my opinion that boxing, because of that particular fight, and because of the majority of the boxers and or fighters in the game today, right, have transcended to boxing versus fighting, right? As we saw last night, Shakur Stevenson put on a excellent display of boxing, right? His jab was the ultimate weapon to keep Teofimo Lopez in a position where he couldn't do a damn thing, right? I mean, the jab is the instrument of weapon when you are a boxer and you want to literally dominate your opponent, right? Because the jab is the instrument that keeps the opponent off balance, right? An effective jab is a weapon that one uses to stay in a position where you ultimately know what you're going to do next, right? See, and when it comes to being a boxer, fighter, or whatever the case may be, right, it's not a common denominator to think your way through a fight, right? The true nature of a boxer slash fighter is that you respond accordingly to what your opponent does and adjust accordingly, right? You know what I mean? So let's be perfectly clear about those two particular aspects of the game, boxing slashes fighters, right? Now, as I said earlier, that I believe that fighting is taking a back seat to boxing. This era that we are now being a part of, I believe this is the era of boxing. You know what I mean? It's like you had Terrence Crawford was a phenomenal boxer. He was one of the best boxers, as his record reflects, in the game, right? You also have Shakur Stevenson, who represent what it means to be a great boxer last night against Teofimo Lopez. I mean, last night, the world witnessed a boxer at his best in Shakur Stevenson, right? Teofimo Lopez wasn't able to put a hand on Shakur Stevenson. And again, that's why I am so in love with boxing. You know what I mean? It's about the dynamics of being in a position where you do exactly what you want in the ring with your opponent and not get hit. That is boxing, man. You know what I mean? I always make reference when I'm talking boxing back to Muhammad Ali. To me, Muhammad Ali was the purveyor of boxing. Now, there were many boxers before him. Sugar Ray Robinson was one, right? But I'm saying, me specifically, when I first took notice to boxing versus fighting, right, it was through Muhammad Ali. That is who I primarily trained myself to be like, Muhammad Ali, right? To be able to hit somebody and not get hit. Slick boxing. That's the best term. Slick boxing, right? When you enter the ring, right, and your opponent is coming forward, either you jabbing, or you weaving, or you bobbing, you know, pivoting, whatever the case may be, to get out of the way of the punch, to be able to commit damage to your opponent. That's boxing, baby. You know what I mean? So here's the deal. The last thing after that fight, right? I'm a person of thought. I constantly keep this thing running, right? So after that fight last night, and Shakur Stevenson whooped on Shakur Stevenson in masterclass performance way, right? In a masterclass performance way, I was just rushing with thoughts, right? And I was thinking, who should be the next person to display that type of conduct in the ring? And the first person to come to my mind, and I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, he's just crazy, but yeah, Devin "A Dream" Haney. You know what I mean? And I text Bill and I say, man, it's time for, us to put something together for Devin to get his kudos. You know what I mean? In regards to, we already know he's great. He's 3 division champion also. We know that, right? But I'm saying, in boxing, it's always a challenge. Every dang thing in boxing is a challenge. You know what I mean? It's a one-up thing, right? Shakur did his one-up last night. Now it's time for Devin Haney to do his one. Now, the thing is, how do we do that, right? I'll be the person who conjures up some thoughts and get back with you on that. But I got some thoughts. I got some things working, right, that I believe will bring about a master class performance between two top-notch, high-tier boxers, right? Devin Haney and who is that and? We got to think about that. But I just want to come on, this afternoon and share this with you, man. Because for me, every day is boxing. Everything is boxing. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys got other things to do, and I do too. But the focus of my life expectancy, man, is boxing. I live for the art of boxing. That being said, hit that subscription button, hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section and let me know who you think would be the best boxer to fight Devin Haney next. That being said, I'm gone.